This is a beautiful and a profound passage from A Course in Miracles. I was reflecting on this today because it really speaks to me. If you're familiar with astrology, my moon is in Scorpio, so I tend to keep my cards close to the vest. This passage says that it's okay to lay your cards on the table, so to speak. In other words, there's no need to hide. You'll find that this passage is in the 14th chapter of A Course in Miracles in the complete and annotated version. It's also known as the CE edition. I'll leave links below if you're interested in checking that out. But here is how the passage reads. He asks of you but this: bring to him every secret you have locked away from him. Open every door to him and bid him enter the darkness and lighten it away. At your request, he enters gladly. He brings the light to the darkness. If you make the darkness open to him, but what you hide, he cannot look upon, for he sees for you, and unless you look with him, he cannot see. The vision of Christ is not for him alone, but for him with you. Bring therefore all your dark and secret thoughts to him, and look upon them with him. He holds the light, and you the darkness. That's a beautiful and profound passage from A Course in Miracles. It's a tender invitation to bring the hidden parts of ourselves into the healing light of divine love. Spiritual growth often begins not with any grand awakenings, but with quiet surrender. In A Course in Miracles, we're given a simple yet radical invitation. It says, bring to him every secret you have locked away. Bid him enter the darkness and lighten it away. This is the sacred gesture of spiritual maturity, not the perfection of the self, but the willingness to stop hiding from love. We tend to think of our darkness, our fears, our doubts, our regrets as things to be fixed before approaching God. But the Course flips that notion on its head. God does not ask for our polished selves. He asks for our whole selves. It is what we hide that keeps healing at bay, not what we reveal to him. The Bible, particularly in the Psalms, Gospels, and the Epistles, offers many parallel sentiments. Here are several scriptures that beautifully complement the passage that we're reflecting on. The psalmist knew this when he wrote, even the darkness is not dark to you, in Psalm 139. The spiritual path is not about avoiding darkness, it's about inviting light to meet it. We grow when we allow ourselves to be seen, not by the judgmental eyes of the world, but through the vision of Christ who sees with us and not at us. Jesus said, here I am, I stand at the door and knock, from Revelation chapter 3, verse 20. But he cannot force his way in. Our healing is always an invitation. It is we who must turn the knob and open the door. open the door and let him step into our hidden places, not as a judge, but as a light bearer. He brings light to darkness if you make the darkness open to him. When we do this, when we bring our secrets to the light, we find that what we feared would bring shame. We feared it would bring shame. It actually brings peace. In John's Gospel, John wrote, "Light has come into the world, but people love darkness instead of light." This fits beautifully with the text from the Course, where it reads, "At your request, he enters gladly. He brings the light to darkness if you make the darkness open to him." So the shadows dissolve, not because they are punished, but because they are seen with love. The Apostle Paul wrote in Ephesians chapter 5, verses 13 and 14, it reads, "But everything exposed by the light becomes visible, and everything that is illuminated becomes a light. This is why it is said, 'Wake up, sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you.'" This echoes the idea in the Course that bringing our darkness to Christ allows it to be transformed and enlightened. He brings the light to darkness. So this is not just theology. This is transformation. As we grow spiritually, we realize the light is not something to fear. As the Course teaches, love is to fear as light is to darkness. It is something that we welcome as we open the door. Every moment we choose transparency over concealment or invitation over resistance, we deepen our union with the divine. So, speaking for myself, I am learning to bring the hidden parts. I hope this encourages you also to bring the parts that you've labeled unworthy. Look at them with the one who holds the light. This is where the real growth begins. So thanks for listening, and I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel as I add more insights and reflections. And I hope you make it a great day and be blessed and be a blessing. Bye for now.